Haristuti, Shloka 17. Pashyan shuddhopyakshara eko gunabhedan nanakaran sphatikavad bhati vichitraha bhinnaschannaschayam ajah karma phalairyaha tam samsara dhvanta vinasham harimede. According to the meaning, we will see the Anvaya. Yaha shuddhaha aksharaha ajaha ekaha api gunabhedan nanakaran pashyan karmaphalaihi vichitraha bhinnaha bhati sphatikavat ayam channaha cha tam samsara dhvanta vinasham harimede. Yaha, that Brahman, which by itself is shuddhaha, pure, means it is not associated with the dualities of pain and joy. And then it is aksharaha, not subject to destruction or decay. Ajaha, it is unborn. Ekaha api, though it is the one existence, the only existence is there, yet gunabhedana, the different qualities of sattva guna, rajoguna and tamoguna, nanakarana, which give manifold forms, and those are pashyan, seen by Brahman as though uninvolved witness. And then karma phalaihi, now because of the results of the actions which are done in so many previous lives, this Brahman appears vichitraha, in many different body forms. And the comparison is made to bhinnaha bhati sphatikavat, like even the clear crystal which appears different according to the object that is placed next to it. And further, ayam channaha cha, this Brahman is concealed or hidden also. So that Brahman, tam, who is known as Hari, samsara dhvanta vinasham harimede, I worship that Hari, the destroyer of ignorance, which causes samsara. Now we will take a look at the detailed meaning that is conveyed by this stotram. In the previous verse, we learned that it is the same one consciousness which is known as the waker, the dreamer, and the deep sleeper, which are the three states of experience. And these three states of experience are known based on what is illuminated by Brahman. Now, if it is the one only consciousness which is present in all the beings, then how there are experiences of joy and sorrow different for each person? How come each one's experience is very different? Shouldn't all the beings have the same experience at each point of time? If all that is here is the same Brahmavastu? This doubt is cleared by the words used in this shloka. Consciousness known as Brahman is yaha shuddhaha, one which is pure by itself, swataha shuddhaha, being free from the association of pain and happiness. That is, papa karma and punya karma don't affect it. So therefore it is pure. Or you can say it is free from being associated with the changing emotions which actually belong to the mind. Then this Brahman is Aksharaha, never subject to decay and decline. Aksharaha also means one who is all pervasive. Then Ajaha, this Brahman is unborn, and so it does not go through the changes which typically the body of a jiva goes through, the 6 changes, shadvikaraha, what we say, that is asti, jayate, vardhate, viparinamate, vinashyati, and then mriyate, what we say. So it is basically the changes that occur to the body. There is growth, and then it is modified, and it decays in the end. These changes are not there because this Brahman is not born in time. So Ajaha means Brahman which is not bound by time. Then Ekaha, the one alone. So now here, what is the meaning of one? We generally understand this term one as a member of a set. So when we hear the word one, our mind wants to know what is the set. There is one body. When we say a body, one body, in that body there are many parts. There are so many angas, parts. Then when we say one arm, it means it is different from the other parts of the body. It is one of the set of 2 and has parts like the upper arm, elbow, forearm, the wrist, etc. Then again, when we say one finger, it can be further divided. Thus, our mind is always attuned to look at one as a member of a set with its own parts and divisions. But then here, when it is said Brahman is Ekaha, one, it is in the sense that any kind of a second thing is not there. Because Brahman is Niravayavaha, has no parts, there is no second Brahman. There is nothing else other than Brahman. So Shruti says, Ekameva Advitiyam, one alone without a second. Then the word Api says, after we see the way Brahman is described as Shuddhaha, Aksharaha, Ajaha, being all that also, at the same time, the same one consciousness, Guna Bhedana, though it is essentially one, it is so many also. How? Guna Bhedana Nanakarane. In Vyavahara, that is the transactional reality, this one Brahman appears in so many forms. The qualities existing in Maya, which are known as Sattva Guna, Rajo Guna and Tamo Guna, that is the Guna Bhedan. These appear to bind the changeless indweller of the body to the body. That is, Brahman seems to be bound to the body because of association with these gunas. So, when Sattva Guna is predominant, it is manifest as knowledge illuminating all the sense organs in this body. When Rajoguna is predominant, it is manifest as greed, physical restlessness, undertaking of activities, mental restlessness, longing, etc. When Tamoguna is predominant, dullness, absence of activity, indifference, and indeed delusion also. These are manifest. Now these qualities keep changing in a given being and they are manifest in different measures. So Brahman or Paramatma associated with these gunas appears to assume many different forms, nana akarana, that is in the form of human beings, celestials, animals, etc. And in these forms, how is Brahman the indweller? As Pashyan, means all the differences in the different beings, they are superimposed on Paramatma, while he is himself uninvolved, remaining as a witness, Sakshi. That is the meaning of Pashyan, remaining a Sakshi to all the actions. Then further, karma phalaihi, because of the actions done in previous lives, the results are unfolded in the form of sukha dukkha, joy and sorrow. These keep alternating, and that is visible in manifold forms in the beings. So therefore, vichitraha, Brahman is in many forms. So many differences and disparities are seen in the jivas, although it is the one and only Brahman present. Further, bhinnaha, which means anekaha or parichinnaha, this one consciousness appears to have become so many and seems to be divided and limited in nature. Then bhati spatikavati, it appears differently like the clear crystal. Now crystal by itself has no color, it is very clear, but then it takes the color or attribute of objects which are placed very close to it. That is, you place a red flower near a clear crystal, then you would say it is a red crystal. If you place some blue object near crystal, it will look like blue crystal. So like that, the crystal takes the attribute of whatever object is placed very next to it, very near it. Then this Brahman is said to be channaha, concealed or hidden. How come? Because it is the inner self and the very locus of the buddhi. This Brahman is not available as an object of perception. So he is said to be hidden or covered. Channaha. Shruti says, Eka eva tu bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha ekadha bahudha chaiva drishyate jalachandravat. Here bhutaha means paramarthaha, that ultimate truth. Atma, which is Brahman. Bhute bhute means in each and every body form. Dehe dehe. Ekadha, simultaneously, at the same time, in its own form. Svena rupena, in its intrinsic nature. That is Shuddha Chaitanyam, as pure consciousness. Bahudha, because of its association with the limiting adjuncts. That is Upadhi Ahita Rupena. It appears manifold. And how do we perceive this? The example given by Shruti is Jalachandravat Drishyate. It is similar to the appearance of one moon as many moons when there are many water containers. Then each water container will reflect that moon. So the many reflections will make that one moon appear like there are many moons. Now, a very easily understandable example in our daily life would be the one and the same person. Let's say it is a lady. Depending upon whom she is relating with, she responds simultaneously as a daughter, wife, mother, employer, citizen, etc. So that is one basic person appearing in many roles. Similarly, the one consciousness appears in many names and forms, And that is what has been explained in this shloka. So, that consciousness I worship as Hari. Harati papani dushtachittairapi smritaha. This Hari, when contemplated upon, even by a mind which is impure, will destroy ignorance, which is the cause of samsara. So, tam samsara dhvanta vinasham harim ide. Pashyan shuddhopyakshara eko gunabhedan nanakaran sphatikavad bhati vichitraha भिन्नश्छन्नश्चायम् अजः कर्मफलैर्यः तं संसारध्वान्तविनाशं हरिमीडे. नमस्ते.